What is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this awesome plugin called Islandcraft. So this is a really cool plugin that you can have on your server, and what it does, it creates a new world with nothing but islands. So it'll generate islands spaced out without as many blocks as you want, and each island is random, so it will have its own biome for your players. So really cool. You can set it up with whatever biome you want, and you can set up how big you want the islands to be, so it can be a really cool island survival for your players. Instead of the normal boring survival mode, you can have Islandcraft on your server. So this is pretty much what the Islandcraft looks like. This is like a map on one of the servers that actually uses this plugin. So very cool. But this is what it's supposed to look like. They're just spread out islands, and they each have their own biome, as you guys can see. There's some players building off just the way they want to. Just really cool and set up really well. So in this new world, there will be islands, and there's going to be some small islands that you don't really have to worry about. They're just there. I don't know why they're there. They're just really small islands. That's not really the point of this plugin. This is the point of this plugin right here. Like, each player has the ability to have their own island, and this is pretty much one. Sorry that my computer is kind of bad. Still working on getting a new one, but yeah, this is pretty much one island right here. And then if we're to go enough space to another island, then here's another one. So it's really cool. I just love how your players can actually have their own islands to survive off of, and it's not like the typical survival mode that you always see on every server. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to download this plugin, and if you don't have MultiverseCore, I highly recommend to get MultiverseCore. That'll let you have multiple worlds on one server. So go ahead and download MultiverseCore if you don't have it already, and then the Islandcraft plugin. So after that, restart your server. We're going to have to change a couple settings, so let's go ahead and head into the config. So the config is found in the Islandcraft inside your plugins folder. We have some database settings that you can change if you have a database. If you don't worry about it. And then this is the name of the world that is pretty much dedicated to all the islands. So it's called world_Islandcraft. You can change that name if you want to, and then with this you don't have to worry about it. It's just the ocean. Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. And then here, this is island distribution. There are 3 types. The first type looks like that on the screen, to where if you're spawning an island, you'll have 6 neighboring islands around you. That's the hexagonal distribution, and then the square island distribution, which is the one that I kind of prefer. It's a little bit cleaner, I feel like. And then the last one's empty island distribution. I don't know why that's an option, because yeah, I don't know. So I'd either go with hexagonal or square. So if you want to change yours to, let's say, like square island, you're just going to want to copy this, paste it in, and then you're going to change the island size in numbers. So by default it's on 288. That's pretty big. So I'm going to change mine to 150, and then the ocean size in between the islands. So I think it was like on something like 32, I think. So I think that's honestly pretty good. I'm just going to change it to 30. And then there you go. That's how you just set the settings. And then right here, these are all the biomes that it could possibly generate for each island, and this is chosen at random. So when it generates these islands, it's going to pick one out of these random biomes. So not something that you really need to worry about, but I just thought I'd let you guys know what this is. So after that, just save your settings, restart your server, and head back onto your Minecraft server. Alright, so back on your Minecraft server, we're going to have to create the world now by using the command /mv create, and then the name for the world. So in the config, if you change it, you can type in that name, but by default it's world_Islandcraft, and then type in normal. So there we go. It's going to start the creation of the world_Islandcraft. Alright, so it's done. Let's go ahead and teleport there with /mvtp world_Islandcraft. Alright, so now we're on the generator world, and this is one new island, so it's actually really big. I didn't realize how big it'd be. So let's go ahead and see if we can find another island. Alright, perfect. This is an island with a whole completely different biome. Now that's pretty awesome, guys. Let's be honest. That is pretty awesome, and what a sweet biome to have. You obviously couldn't survive too well on this island, but just the fact that like the different biomes actually spawn on these islands is really cool. So that's awesome. So that's freaking sweet. One last thing that I have to show you guys is, in case you ever want to change your settings, like you ever want to change the island size or just the size of anything, make sure you do this. So yeah, if you ever want to change any settings in the config, make sure you delete the world with /mv remove and then the world name. Make sure you do that. I'm not going to actually do it though. And then go to your server folder and then delete the world itself. And then after that, you want to go to the plugins, you want to go into Islandcraft folder, and then you also want to delete the database file. And officially after that, you can go ahead and change whatever settings that you want and then restart your server again. So that's pretty much it for this plugin, but there's a couple things I needed to tell you guys about. One is the only way that I can see this working out for your players to have like fair and be able to choose their own islands is to implement the plugin called Precious Stones. And what Precious Stones is, it's a plugin that gives you blocks that can protect your island from any grief or anything like that. So for example, the grief prevention block is diamond block. So if they're to get a diamond block, then they can set up their island to be protected, or you can give it to your players. Another thing that I can see that is a good option for you on your server is to make this a VIP kind of thing. So whoever has the VIP rank has access to this Islandcraft world, which is really cool because I know for a fact a lot of players want to try this world out. So hopefully you guys can make it a rank, and if you do, just make sure you give them the permission to teleport to this world, or if you have multiverse portals, make sure you give them the permission to enter the portal to get to this world. So like I said, that's pretty much it for this plugin tutorial. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Make sure to drop a like, it always helps me out, guys, and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.